Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video we did discuss about item buckets. In that we have seen how item buckets generates the URLs. I mean, what would be the particular book item URL with all the bucket year, date, month and all part of the URL. In this video let's see how we can customize this URL so that it is more SEO friendly, search engine optimization friendly. So let's get started, and let me open the show config.aspx. If you are wondering what is this tab and I'm doing it, I will leave you the link in the description. This is something called Sitecore item extensions, which is an extensions in the Chrome, so you can use this. It will provide you all these options. Okay, let me open show config.aspx. And remember, we did talk about URL manager, I mean link manager, how Sitecore generate the links based on our site definition and based on our start item and the path and everything. So we can go to item URL builder. So this is what excuse me. So this is what decides how the URL should be generated. So this is where the code is, mainly item URL builder, and these are bunch of options. So we did saw that item URL builder, we can generate like language embedding or lowercase or encode, all these things. So let's do one thing. Okay, let me talk about this. So anytime if you want to customize, obviously the URL generation, we have to customize this piece because this is what generating the URL, and we don't need to customize all these things, but we need this item URL builder. So this is what is hitting. So we need to override this or extend this, whichever way we want to do. Then we need to identify particular this book item is coming, then change the URL generation. Let's see how it can be done. And remember, this is our code for this. This is our Visual Studio solution for this project already in GitHub. So let me just go here. Yeah, let me close everything. Okay, so let me just hide this. Everything else is checked in till now. So let me just start with custom code. So maybe I will create one folder. Or I can write maybe custom code, something like that, processor or whatever it is. So for this I am going to create custom link provider, just another class. I'm adding custom link provider. Custom link provider, yes, correct. Then we can start adding the adding our class. And for this, as we need to override item URL builder here, so let me just go to this. So we need to override this item URL builder. So for this, let's extend. We don't want to override. Let's put some cases where our use case is coming, then we will use the custom code. If not, then always we will use the base item URL builder. So for this, I'm inheriting from item URL builder. It's already part of Sitecore kernel. So if I remember correctly, then this is asking to obviously to implement. Okay, that's fine. Item URL builder, and let me put custom link provider. And there can be cases where we are getting the default item URL builder option, right? So we are getting this. If you are trying to follow this, please watch my previous video that link manager. I in detail explained about all these default URL builder options, what all these and all. So then it will be more, it will make sense. I'll leave the links in the descriptions. Now next thing is I need to override. So let me just go to this definition. So yeah, this is part of a Sitecore kernel. Let me collapse this, hide this. So they have provided one virtual method which is build. So we need to override this, and let me just do that. Okay, and item is okay. I'll put Sitecore dot data dot items dot item. So and obviously it is giving error because we want to override. So we want to override this string, and now comes like, okay, return base dot build and item dot options. If we are using this, I mean nothing is changed, it is just that as it is we are using, but we want to add our cases here, I mean our conditions. If imagine in this our case, if this is coming to book page, then we want to change the URL. But if it is going to any other pages, like maybe project is a normal page, in this case we don't want to customize anything, we just want to use the URL as it is. So how do we do that? First thing is okay, we need to get some namespace, some packages. So let's go to manage NuGet packages. There is some buckets related code we want to do that. So we want to get some Sitecore buckets. I'm not sure if I remember correctly, is it Sitecore buckets? Yeah, correct. So this is all I mentioned. Make sure if you are mentioning nuget.org, you will not get it. It should be having Sitecore, or if you put all. So I'm going to use buckets and latest table 10.1.1, but our version is 10.1.0. So in the meanwhile, they also released that latest update one. So this is all is required. Let me just install. I'm made sure ignore dependency. So accept. Okay, let me come here now. Then first thing we want to identify is this particular URL is or particular item is under buckets. So buckets means what is bucket? That date, month, year, or all those folders are there, right? They're all called bucket folders. So we need to identify first whether bucket manager, yeah, Sitecore bucket managers or item managers is item contained within the bucket. So we don't need to code for this, they already have APIs. So if this is the case, then do all this operation. If not, then fall back to default is that base.build. So now we identified that first it is an item. So let me just bring this URL so that we can understand. Or we don't need full URL, I just need URL from here. Sorry. So this is the URL. So we want to first, this is the item we are getting here. So this item we are getting, and we are trying to identify, okay, this is the bucket, this is bucket item or not. Now it says yes. So we want to omit all the bucketable items and just generate the URL into it should be converted into like this. Our end result should be like this. So okay, now how do we do that? We can fetch the books item and get the URL and append the item name here. So for this let's just do where bucket item equal to bucket item dot we need to use that extensions. Let me just add the namespace using sitecore dot buckets dot extensions. Yeah, so we are getting is get parent bucket item or parent. So you can see this section which will return the first ancestor, that is a bucket. So we are getting is the first ancestor. So let me just pull this and yeah, so this will fetch us, and this will fetch us this books. So now just add conditions, not equal to null, and bucket item is bucket, the item is a bucket. So remember from our case that books we converted as item bucket, I mean that is a bucket, and these are all called bucketable items. This is the parent and these are all children. So what we are trying to get is from here all the way we want to just get rid of this, and we are trying to fetch this books item now. So we fetch the book item, bucket item here, that is, so I'm just put books item. So now we can just use the normal base URL only, but pass this. So where bucket URL equal to base.build, and instead of passing item we will pass bucket item. So bucket item comma options. Now this will fetch us URL till here, so books, but we need to add the last lecture also, which is the last item name. So we can use this like item name, so something like this, like return bucket URL plus what is that item name. So we can pass like this, but we need to append that what is called this and this, all this. Rather Sitecore also have some other extensions or utilities methods, we can use those. So which is called file util, yeah, Sitecore IO, and make path. So this takes like strings, so bucket URL and item name. Okay, so this is how it generates the URL. Now what we are doing is we are getting this item and generate the URL, and finally we are appending this. So this all gone from here, and now yeah, that's all is required for here. So let me just, so we have created the code now, but remember we talked about in the configurations, we need to patch this here. So we need, instead of this code, we need to call our method. So there are multiple ways to patch it. Let's just see simple and easy way. And for this, let me just duplicate this. What we will do is custom link provider. Okay, so I just remove this. Yeah, remove this. So this is all it is, and you can also put set one, other namespace, and it would be set, and it would be set here. So this is the what we are going to use. And now patching here is, if you are going above, I don't think so there is anything here. So on a higher level it is sorry, just let me open this link manager, links. So okay, let's just try to understand here. There are no parents. We can check here, or we can go and check the main configuration also, but that's fine. So I need to append links, and links is URL builder. So I need to add links first, because that's a, yeah, that's the one. So let's add links. Okay, added links. Now next is, I need to copy this whole. I can copy this. I'll show you later like how extra we can modify. But what it is I'm just overriding all this piece. So this will remain as it is. I'm not going to change. If at all I want to change, I can change here, or I can change while calling, but let's leave it like this. But main thing want to change is here. So instead of this, we can patch, but if we add this right like this, it will not patch properly. We need to do either patch after, patch before, all these things. Okay, let me just show you that site definition. What we did patch before, but we are not trying to do patch before. We are trying to replace it itself. So let's do patch instant. For this, it would be, let me do down, patch instant equal to, and namespace, and we are trying to find this by type. So if you find this type, then replace with ours. So type is, what is this type? Remember from site definition, how we were finding it? We were finding it by the site name, which is website. So when you find a site name website, you patch it before that. But here what we are saying is, find this type, then replace with this our item URL builder. So just add this patch instant, and yeah, this is all completed. Now let's do another thing is, we need to replace this piece. So for this, remove, and I need to get the full namespace, fully qualified namespace. So it would be custom code dot custom link provider, comma, I need to get the assembly name, which is, let me see, web. So this is how it works. I mean, now we have configured all this. Now we can just push it, and let's just build this. Also make sure this configuration is going. So copy if newer content, yeah, it's fine. Let me just select the deploy location and publish. Okay, and I'll just go and load this. Sorry, I'll just keep it as it is. I'll just reload this here. I'll just reload here as well, and let me go here. So this is my deploy location. Let me check the configuration. So go to app config, include project. So we got custom link provider. So that's fine here. Let's see whether both of them load. Then we can also debug and check. Yeah, everything seems to be okay. I mean, this is not only case for buckets, it's case for some other things as well. If at all we want to override some URLs and everything, we do that. But there are other places to override. I mean, we have only override first. We have only override link generation. There is another concept called link resolving. That means when you are hitting in the URL, like this is the URL, Sitecore has to go and find that item in that based on the path. But obviously Sitecore cannot find that path because there is no books and the last lecture in the Sitecore tree. There are a lot of these things are there. So when you browse this URL, even though URL is generated and it is SEO friendly for us, when you browse this, it will throw you item not found. Okay, let it load. Okay, just a second. Okay, this is correct. But why did it generate this? Just a second. Okay, I did some mistake, I guess. Okay, my bad. The reason what we are seeing here is, you see, there is item URL builder, which is remain as it is, but our patches came here, but it was supposed to be replacing that. So let's see, patch instead anything has changed. Actually, it was supposed to be at the rate. So I need to give this, then only it can reload. Let me just publish this. Okay, if you are doubt, you can see that site definition there is at the rate. The attribute should be prefixed with at the rate. Let me publish it again. Show config helps us so that final what is the final configuration overall. So quickly we can check the issue here because there is a 2 item URL builder now, but we only need 1. So let it load again. Let me just check. Yeah, that should be fine. Just takes a moment to load. If there is any config update or any DLL update, app will recycles. Okay, it finished loading. So let's see. Yeah, here only we are links URL builder, item URL builder now. So you can notice that Sitecore demo project, our custom link provider is appended here. I mean patch instead. and yeah, there is no two item URL builders. Let's go here, and if you mouse over this last lecture, you can see the bottom that actual URL is this, but let me just reload the page, or let me duplicate this tab. If you are wondering, I just added this in the navigation, the last lecture, for our testing purpose. This navigation is based on the data source. So in the data source, I just added one more navigation. Let me just quickly show you that. In the meantime, it loads. So it's loaded. Now we can see that. Just let me load data and navigation. So I just added a last lecture link here. This is what I like about data source approach, so that I can just add one link. If I need to go to with the normal crawling approach, I will have like a number of books, a number of other pages and all, but let's leave that. That is the reason we are seeing the last lecture link here. So in this, if mouse over, you are getting the with the bucket item, with the bucket folders. But let's just see here if it comes. Yeah, notice that this will not come with the buckets. Let me just open. Obviously, as I said before, it will throw error because there are no what you call there is no item, because I said like two things we need to customize. One is custom link provider, another one is, one is a link generation, another one is link resolving. So yeah, but URL generation is working. Let me just put a breakpoint and see as well. I'll just put directly inside this, otherwise it will come for a lot of times, so that we know that it is coming for the last lecture item only. So yeah, let's see this one. Yeah, so let me just go and reload this. Yeah, it came. So let's see what is this item. This was supposed to be last lecture. Yeah, you can notice that last lecture it is. So it is coming inside and bucket item. So let's just go to the get bucket parent item. So you are getting bucket item. Bucket item is books. See, notice that this is the books. That means in between all the items we didn't want these items. Now is bucket is true, all these things. Okay, so bucket URL would be in books, and we are adding item name. Okay, now there is a catch here, item.name. So it is coming last lecture spaces. We can also add like replace and whatever this, but finally we are getting the URL here. So, and in other cases it just goes to the, so for all other project and everything it will not go inside at all. So maybe I can just add, you can customize this. I'm just going with small way. So if you do this, you can have like replace the URL rather than getting the last lecture like the below with the spaces, with it will be hyphens. And I will also show you a little bit about, there are many ways we can customize or we can configure particular thing. So let me just show you. So what we used here, we used links and whatever this item URL builder and all these things. This is one way. I can just comment this. Okay, now second option is you can do the same approach. Okay, let me just copy this. instead of this you can create like item URL, I forgot the patch delete, I guess. Patch is it patch delete? I guess so. I guess this is the one. Let me just go online. Sidecar patch delete. Just need, I forgot the syntax. Let me just see. Yeah. So patch delete, element name, element. Yeah. So we can delete like this. I mean, delete like this, and you don't need this patch anymore. Yeah. So in this case, what we are doing is whatever item URL builder is there at first, we are just deleting that whole and adding the other, adding our custom one. So you can, I'll just add another extra point here, and patch instead example, and this would be patch delete example. And another one is we can do the patch attribute as well. So let me just do this. Patch attribute. In this case, how do we do is we go to the patch attribute, item URL builder, and the links and all these things is fine. Patch attribute. Yeah. So let me just copy this. Okay. So, and I don't need all this. I'm not modifying anything because I'm only just updating this attribute. So what item URL builder has? This has a type. So what I'll do is I'll just change this. Sorry. I'm just put item URL builder. Okay. Now what I want to override, I only want to override just the type. That is an attribute, the XML attribute. I only want to update the type. I don't want to bother about anything else. So what I'll do is we can use a patch attribute. Patch attribute. We need to find the attribute, right? The attribute, what is the name? Attribute name is type, and this is the one. So this is the patch attribute. Now what you want to put? We want to put our custom code. So what we are giving is we are giving the namespace. So fully qualified namespace. But just I'll just let me update this one as well. Comment this. So patch attribute example is this one. So you can patch this. So I mean, see, you can do the same configuration in number of ways, the patching, but just there are advantages and disadvantages. So notice this is much simpler for you, right? Because if you are not modifying anything param, but you still had to give this. But here in this case, you no need to give this. You are only just replacing the type. Rest all values you want it to remain as it is. So let me just push this. I hope the syntax is correct. We don't. Okay, we just need to load it. Yeah. Because now everything we commented, we just want to see only in item URL builder patch attribute type equal to, I mean, instead of type you just replace. And there is another way to do it as well, like using set examples. Set example. So we can use a set as well. yeah, let's put this one only, copy this. But instead of this, I just want to use same type equal to this. Let me just remove this to be much easy. No, not here as well. So it should be okay. Now I can provide set, believe again syntax might be correct, set type equal to, now I can put, so we are only setting one type, we are not touching anything. So this is different to the patch. If you are using anything this related to this set, make sure you have the XMLNS this namespace set. For patches, this patch is enough. So you can also append like this, set example. Let me see if it loaded. Yeah, you can notice item URL patch attribute example. Yeah, patch attribute example, item URL builder, and all these things. So custom link provider and type. So we have not touched anything else. We kept all extra other things remain as it is. We are only just replacing the type. So we did replace the type here. And so that's all about briefly I want to talk about custom link provider. Obviously I did inform that like in the configuration time there is no point for us to take simple examples, rather than like we can see the real use case how we use the configuration. That's a reason after custom link provider I took time to explain all these different ways to we can patch or set. So in the next video we will see how we can use the custom resolver, because we only worked one part of it, like we did generate the link, but we also need to see when user is hitting with that URL, page should be loaded. So how Sitecore default loads, that is not working for us here. So we need to customize that part as well. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.